Rema, Divine Ikubor. The boy from Benin. Divine Ikubor was born on May 1, 2000, in Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria, a city known for its bronze art, hard-working people, and deep traditions. He was born into the humble but loving household of the Ikubor family. His parents, Justice Ikubor and his wife, raised their children with discipline, good manners, and faith. Divine was a curious child from the start, restless, smart, and full of questions. He grew up in a modest neighborhood where children played football on dusty streets and neighbors lived like extended family. Even though the Ikubor family didn't have much money, they had love, unity, and faith, which were the foundation of Divine's early years. Benin City shaped him. Its vibrant culture, music, language, and spirituality gave him a strong sense of identity. The environment around him was loud, colorful, sometimes harsh, but full of inspiration. There were days when power went out, days when food was scarce, and days of laughter with neighbors during festivals. From a young age, Divine learned to dream big despite his surroundings. Life was far from perfect, but he believed something great lived inside him. He loved to sing, rap, and drum. His first stage was the family living room. His first microphone was a spoon. His first audience was his mother and siblings. They laughed as he danced around, creating imaginary concerts. His mother didn't dismiss his performances, she encouraged them. But Divine's early childhood was not completely joyful. Fate had difficulties waiting for him. Loss and pain. When Divine was still young, tragedy struck the Ikubor household. He lost his father, a man he deeply admired. The death shook the entire family like an earthquake. Divine was old enough to understand the loss but too young to cope with it fully. Losing his father brought a heavy shadow over his heart. Worse still, some years later, he lost his older brother, who had always been his protector and role model. These tragedies shaped him deeply. The losses left the family financially vulnerable. Divine watched his mother struggle to provide. He saw how hard she worked, and it birthed a fierce determination in him. One day, I will make you proud. One day, I will change our story. That promise stayed in his heart. To support the family, Divine did odd jobs. He climbed rooftops to help install solar lights. He worked hard in hot sun and heavy rain, an experience that made him mature earlier than most kids his age. Despite the pain, Divine turned inward and discovered something powerful. Music was his escape. When sadness overwhelmed him, he wrote songs. When he felt lost, he rapped. When the world seemed dark, music became his light. The church boy. Many great Nigerian musicians started their journey in church, and Divine was no different. The church became his training ground. He joined the youth choir, played drums, and sometimes led worship sessions. His voice was different, smooth, youthful, and filled with emotion. People noticed it. Church members felt something special when he sang. His pastor encouraged him. His mother prayed for him. But Divine didn't only sing gospel. Outside church, he explored rap, Afrobeats, and freestyle sessions with friends. On street corners after school, boys gathered to rap and beatbox, forming circles around the most talented performers. Divine stood out. He had confidence, flow, style, and emotion. He had charisma. Even at a young age, he could take over a crowd. His freestyle battles became popular. Kids would gather just to hear that small guy from the Ikubor house drop bars. The church gave him discipline. The streets gave him rhythm. His pain gave him passion. His family gave him purpose. All these seeds were waiting for the right moment to sprout, discovering a new path. As he moved into his teenage years, Divine wasn't sure how he would turn music into a career. He didn't know any producers. He didn't know how to record professionally. He had no connections to the industry. But he had social media. In 2018, something happened that changed everything. Divine started posting freestyles on Instagram. He didn't expect anything major. He just wanted to share his gift. One of his early videos was a freestyle to Princess song, Gucci Gang. Divine sat inside a parked car, wearing a black and red hoodie, with a calm but confident face. He delivered the freestyle with precision, melody, and swagger. He uploaded it online and slept. By morning, his life had shifted. The video went viral. People reposted it. Youths loved it. Music lovers praised it. Then something even bigger happened. Prince saw it. The message that changed his life. Prince, a popular Nigerian artist and the founder of Johnzing World, discovered Divine's video. He instantly recognized something rare: raw talent, star presence, and originality. He reached out. At first, Divine thought the message was fake. Why would Prince contact a young boy from Benin? After confirming it was real, he traveled to Lagos for a meeting. That trip was life-changing. Prince introduced Divine to Don Jazzy, the legendary producer and founder of Mavin Records, one of Africa's most powerful labels. The moment Divine walked into the Mavin studio, he felt destiny calling. Don Jazzy listened to him sing and freestyle. He was impressed by the young boy's voice, discipline, and work ethic. In 2019, Divine was officially signed to Johnzing World/Mavin Records. He was given a new stage name, Rema. It was short, catchy, and memorable. A star had been discovered. The debut of a new sound. In March 2019, Mavin Records introduced Rema to the world with his first EP. The project included songs like Dumabi, Iron Man, Corny. The sound was fresh, youthful, and futuristic. No one sounded like him. He blended Afrobeat, trap, Indian melodies, and pop. He didn't fit into any box. Then came the explosion. Dumabi. When Dumabi dropped, the world moved. The catchy melody, playful lyrics, and colorful visuals made it one of the biggest Nigerian songs of the decade. Clubs played it. Radios played it. Kids danced to it. Social media celebrated it. Rema became a national sensation overnight. But his rise didn't stop there. Something unexpected happened. Former U.S. President Barack Obama included Rema's Iron Man in his summer playlist. That one moment introduced Rema to millions around the world, and global eyes landed on the young boy from Benin. Rema takes over Africa. After the success of his first EP, Rema released 2 more EPs the same year. Rema Freestyle EP, Bad Commando EP. All 3 projects were successful. His sound, which later became known as Afro-Rave, set him apart. Fans loved his high-pitched vocals, creativity, and fearlessness. In 2019, he was nominated for several awards and won Next Rated Artist at the Headies, one of Nigeria's biggest music awards. The Next Rated prize came with a brand new car. When Rema climbed the stage to receive the award, he cried. He remembered his late father. He remembered his late brother. He remembered his mother's struggles. He remembered the boy who climbed rooftops to help earn money. And he said to himself, "We made it." In the studio, building a legacy. Rema was not just a young star, he was a workaholic. He spent countless nights in the studio, experimenting with sounds. He didn't want to be a one-hit wonder. He wanted to be a global act. Producers who worked with him said, he asked questions like a scientist. He wrote like a poet. He recorded like a machine. He performed like a rock star. He was building something bigger than Afrobeats. He was building a movement. During this period, he shaped what he called Afro-Rave, an edgy, futuristic branch of Afrobeats that used bouncy drums, Arabic-inspired melodies, and emotional vocals. He defined his own path. Rave and Roses, the album that changed everything. In 2022, after 3 years of anticipation, Rema released his debut album, Rave and Roses. The album included hits like Soundgasm, Are You There?, Dirty, Calm Down. Fans loved it. Critics praised it. The world heard it. But one song changed everything. Calm Down. The rhythm, the melody, the hook, the emotion. It was a masterpiece. Months later, Rema released the Calm Down remix, featuring Selena Gomez. The remix exploded globally. The numbers were unbelievable. 1+ billion Spotify streams. Most viewed Afrobeats video on YouTube. One of the longest charting African songs on Billboard. A worldwide anthem. Rema went from African superstar to global superstar. Global stages and global respect. After Calm Down, Rema toured Europe, America, and Asia. He performed in front of tens of thousands of fans. He sold out venues. He became a cultural icon. He appeared on The Tonight Show, US. BBC Radio 1, UK. Major festivals worldwide. He won multiple awards, including international ones. Brands sought him. Fashion houses invited him. He blended music and fashion effortlessly. Red hair, futurist outfits, bold jewelry, and unforgettable stage presence. Rema was no longer the boy from Benin. He had become one of Nigeria's biggest global exports. 11. The faithful son. Despite fame, Rema remained close to his mother. He talked about her sacrifices in interviews. He spoke about how she believed in him when no one else did. He said she was his greatest support system. Whenever he traveled, he remembered his promise to her. I will change our story. And he did. He bought her a house. He gave his family a better life. He honored his father and brother through hard work. Behind the superstar, there was still Divine Ikubor, the humble, grateful son. Challenges behind the smile. Fame is not smooth. Rema faced pressure from the industry, loneliness from constant travel, criticism from people who didn't understand his unique sound, rumors and controversies, the emotional weight of past losses. But he stayed focused. His work ethic, spirituality, and vision kept him stable. He knew where he came from and where he was going. He once said in an interview, "My success is bigger than me. I carry the hopes of many young people who come from nothing." That mindset made him unstoppable. Evolution of a legend. Rema continued to grow in 2023 and 2024. His concerts grew bigger. His international collaborations increased. His music matured. His sound became more refined. Critics began comparing him to Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido, Asake, Fireboy DML. But Rema wasn't competing with anyone. He was building his own lane. His music broke records that had never been reached by anyone in Afrobeats before him. He wasn't just talented, he was historical. Return to Benin. Whenever Rema returned to his hometown, crowds followed him. Young boys gathered around him, wanting to touch him, greet him, or take a picture. Parents pushed their children forward, saying, "Study him. This is what greatness looks like." Schools invited him. Churches celebrated him. The community loved him. He became a symbol of possibility, proof that a child from Benin City could rise to global fame without losing his identity. Rema's personality and legacy. Rema is known for being spiritual, disciplined, creative, mysterious, humble, visionary. He doesn't talk anyhow. He doesn't show off unnecessarily. He doesn't get involved in scandals. He focuses on his art. He believes his journey is guided by purpose, and he constantly expresses gratitude to God, his mother, his fans, ravers, and Mavin Records. His legacy is already forming. He ushered in a new sound. He opened global doors for younger artists. He proved age is not a limit. He inspired millions. The future of Rema. Rema is still young, and his future is bright. Fans expect more albums, more collaborations, more tours, and more evolution. He is one of the leaders of the new generation of Afrobeats, alongside Fireboy, Omale, Thames, Asake, Victoni, and Ira Star. The world is watching him. And as long as he stays true to himself, his name will be remembered for decades. Rema's life is a testament to faith, hard work, resilience, creativity, destiny. From a boy singing in church to a teenager posting freestyles on Instagram to a global superstar with billions of streams, his journey is inspiring. He proved that your background doesn't define your future. Your pain can become your strength. Your dreams can become reality. This is the story of Divine Ikubor, Rema, the boy from Benin who became a global legend.